Hello, hello to you, beautiful soul. So, today I have an encouraging message from Source to somebody who has stopped concern. Whoa, I just got choked up. Who has stopped concerning themselves so much with the past or the future. Okay. And you are aware that there is only the present moment. Okay. So, this one was actually a really huge message that I got yesterday, and it was so much and just like all jumbled up. I had to like write it all down, I guess, rewrite it all down because it was just a lot. And there's some like extra juicy details at the end, and so if this is already resonating with you, you might want to just stick around for that part. Also hit the like button. So, you're at the point where you realize there's just the present moment, okay? And so for somebody, you may be thinking, what do I do to keep my momentum built up in the direction of my desired reality? 111 on the timer. And so for whoever's wondering that, the answer is authentic expressions of joy and excitement. Okay. So expressing yourself and just being you, right? Unapologetically, just expressing yourself and your joy and your excitement in each and every moment, okay? So for somebody, I was picking up like a seen and not heard energy. So maybe growing up, you grew up in that family where children are programmed and conditioned to believe that they are to be seen and not heard. And while, at the time, I'm sure the parents needed some peace and quiet, and I have a lot of kids, so I understand sometimes needing them to just sit and zip, right? But this was such a regular, like, it was just such a heavy belief that children should be seen and not heard that it actually created just generations of people who are afraid to be heard or express themselves, right? So I was picking up on like that you may have suppressed your expressions of yourself or your excitement, and that you've been taught or programmed to reduce your flame, or it has just been smothered out entirely and you find it really, really difficult to be silly or, you know, whatever in front of other people. Like you're probably silly to yourself or with yourself, but whenever you go to express that silliness outward around other people, you might like clam up or get nervous or something. And I'm actually feeling that like right now. It's weird because I'm getting this like my mouth is getting slobbery, and I feel like tightness right here. So maybe that's something that you experience. I just saw 33 on the timer. So it may have just, if you have already moved out of this, like I said, it may have felt really strange to express yourself in the beginning. And, you know, use your voice, basically. So if this is resonating, then Source has a message directly to you, right? And Source is saying that your expressions of self were met with disgust or irritation because your expressions triggered child wounds, okay? And you are being blessed with the opportunity to break the chains of fear linked to your ancestral trauma or fear-based conditioning, okay? And it was a limited consciousness and self-awareness that was projected onto you as a child, okay? And that was kind of just that, like I said, the cycle 444 on the timer, just the generations of suppression of expression, so, but that was kind of like just what I had written down, just a channeled message straight from, you know, the divine himself, like himself, herself, whatever, itself. Just like, hey, this is why it was happening, right? And you're given the opportunity, or you've risen your, is that how you say it? Anyways, I don't know words. So you've raised your awareness enough, thank you, Spirit, where you have this opportunity and this blessing to break these cycles and these chains that have been linked, like it said, to, you know, your lineage, or just whoever raised you, or whoever, you know, created this for you. So that was for whoever that was for. And to go on, you have been healing your inner child, and now you feel more comfortable. There's a squirrel. Now you feel more comfortable expressing yourself, right? And you become more of an observer and less reactive to your physical reality. And I think that was the energy I was picking up on, as far as like being more in the present moment and not so much worrying about the past or the future. You know, I'm just getting right now, like, you're reaching like singularity. And I feel like on here somewhere I wrote down something about 0 point. So I'm going to keep going. And let's see. Okay, so yes, so authentic expressions, right? So through these authentic expressions of yourself, you are collecting information and expanding your consciousness, okay? And that's what we're all doing. It's not like, you know, we're all doing this all the time. We're always collecting information and expanding our consciousness, right? That's kind of just like the point of everything. So you're getting to a point where you are learning to observe without expectations, and yes. Okay. So another thing that was coming through was, I guess, kind of like some steps of like where to go, or how to go forward from this moment. I don't know. But that's kind of like what I felt like. I feel like I'm pretty sure I even wrote down like 1, 2, 3, like do this and this and this. So you are to basically begin to make decisions, okay? And that's going to look different for everybody. It could be something as simple as like, I'm going to get up and go to the gym, or I'm going to go visit a friend, or I'm going to sit here and meditate for an hour, or, you know, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. I mean, whatever it is, there's something about making decisions that is going to put you in a position where you're doing, and you don't have any space for overthinking, okay? Because there was something that was coming up about overthinking, or in the past you were overthinking about the past, or overthinking about the future, maybe trying to like do whatever you can to get your manifestations, or to bring in your manifestations, right? So this is for somebody that is getting to that 0 point energy, where you've released expectations, you're releasing fear of expression, right? Because it's with each expression that we expand our consciousness, and then you start making decisions on what to do, right? Because no matter what you're doing, if you're doing and you're being in that present moment, then you just don't have space and room to worry, overthink, or, you know, get out of the vortex is what I was just thinking. So, yeah, so you got to start doing the things that you're inspired to do, that are applicable in that present moment, right? So you're in the present moment, And then you have, inspired, or you're inspired to do something, right? And this is when we talk about 1010 on the timer, we talk about taking inspired action, right? And yeah, like you could get inspired to do something and, you know, never do it, or say you're going to do it in the future, or it just isn't practical in this moment. But it's those moments when you're in the present moment and you have an inspired, an inspiration, and it's applicable in that moment. That's when you take that inspired action, right? And you express and you experience and you expand your consciousness. So that was really exciting. And so for whoever this is for, Spirit's telling you that, you are on the right track, in that you are so divinely seen, loved, heard, whether you feel comfortable right now using your voice, it is being healed, right? Through your heart opening. Because like with the Kundalini rising, it's like these chakras get activated, you know? So it's like you've opened your heart chakra, right? You're opening from you're operating from an open heart space. And now what's next is this, throat chakra activation, right? And if that's already happening, then, and you resonate with this, like I said, hit the like button, because that'll help me further read into your energies, because it's just an energy exchange, and give more accurate readings, or tap into the things that are more detailed that you're wanting to, discuss, whatever. And yes, so all of these steps are going to get you into that 0 point energy where you can easily step into your desired reality. And 1212 on the timer. I wrote that down today because I have seen 1212 a couple of different times. So to the juicy part that I was getting, and my brain was just like, what? Because I was writing down these words and I was like, do I know the meanings of these words? Because I say words, but a lot of times I'm just channeling. That's why people are like, what made you think to say that in the moment? I don't know. It just came through because that's just what the person needed, right? I'm just a vessel. And so I was getting expanded DNA, activations in DNA, right? Activation of dormant DNA, and with that comes an expanding of the capacity to experience. Okay. And then there's something coming up about right now is like an eclipse season, which all of my messages are timeless. So they're going to show up for everybody exactly in the moment that they need to hear them. But if somewhere in the time of the fall equinox in 2024, if you've received any activations and you're seeing this at a later date, comment and say, hey, I'm thinking back to that time, and well, you're so right, I was totally activated, or whatever. So interested to hear and know what other people are experiencing, because I've already been receiving more activations, and it's really intense but so exciting at the same time, So with these DNA activations, something about this eclipse season, this fall equinox in 2024, and there's going to be a second moon. I just heard something about that the other day. A second moon, like in our, hanging around for just like a tick, you know what I mean? Or just like one little loop-de-loop or something. But something about that is, because it's all energy, right? Something about that is also activating people. So Spirit was asking me to kind of just give y'all a head. I just saw 144. Just give you a heads up about expecting an increase in your abilities and to channel. Okay, your own abilities to channel for yourself. All right, and I'm also getting that you are going to see an increase in other people being a little bit more vocal about what they're experiencing, regardless of if they're religious, spiritual, atheists, whatever. You're going to see an increase. You're going to actually see this activation happening because you are seeing an increase in people vocalizing and opening up to their gifts, right? That they've been shut off, right? These, whatever gifts have been shut off, whatever gifts have been repressed, suppressed, blocked, whatever, these activations at this particular time is what is clearing out and healing whatever. I'm also getting right now that somebody is doing some past life. Congratulations to whoever this is for. You have been doing like going past life and healing your past life, right? To change your desired reality in your current, you know what I'm saying? That's awesome. I love that. Congratulations, because you're doing it. You're tapping into something, and that's really exciting. So I think that was pretty much all that I had written down to for that. I also got for somebody at Ease Soldier that was coming through, and yes, at Ease Soldier, go create. Go create. You have everything that you need. So I hope that this message helps somebody. If you know somebody that this could help, share it with them. Okay? And if you've watched to this point, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So yes, this is just an encouraging little message to you, and I love being here as just a physical manifestation of your subconscious and your higher self, sharing what you already know. You already know all these things that I'm saying to you. This is just a reminder and an activation. Okay, so I love you. You're wonderful and beautiful and amazing and needed. And yes. Also, if you would like to donate to my channel in any way, buy me a coffee or just send a little token of appreciation, my Cash App and Venmo are in the description. Also, if you'd like to book with me, I do Reiki sessions and cards. I can either do them on my own time, 30 minutes or 1 hour, and send you an email with, my reading, or we can book a Zoom meeting. Either way, just email me, and my email is also in the description. So again, I love you, and you're beautiful, and thank you so much.